Have you ever seen a bartender behind the bar pour a dark, rich, black beer into a pint glass, only filling it about 3/4 of the way full and then walking away, leaving it completely unattended for like 2 minutes? Why do they do that? No, they're not too busy, and no, they're not too lazy to finish the pour. You're about to embark on the journey behind the mysterious, all too frequent happening. Never, under any circumstance, should Guinness Draught be poured in one fell swoop like any other beer. The reason? I think the picture on the left offers a pretty clear example why. It's totally unappetizing. The taste after that horrible pour is also going to deter your appetite, leaving you unsatisfied. There are 6 steps, yes, I said 6, to pouring the perfect pint of Guinness Draught from tap. Knowing and following all 6 steps is a necessity for the perfect pint. And maybe more importantly, gaining respect from any random Irishman that might be sitting around watching you do this. Step number 1, use a clean, dry, Guinness branded glass only. These are the only glasses that are crafted to enhance the properties of your Guinness. Anything less simply won't do, and will leave you with a subpar Guinness experience. Take note of the gold harp above the Guinness name. This harp is strategically placed for a very specific reason. Step number 2, hold the Guinness glass at no more or less than 45-degree angles under the tap. Get out a protractor if you have to, but 45 is the magic number. Please, you must line up the harp directly under the tap spout. If you don't do this, the next few steps are completely useless. Remember, maintain that 45-degree angle with the pint glass. Step number 3. After you position the pint glass at a 45-degree angle under the tap spout with the harp lined up directly under the tap, pull the handle towards you or forward and let the glass begin to fill. Watch that dark liquid gold begin to take shape in the glass. Begin to slowly straighten out the pint glass as it fills up. Why is the harp so important? Well, because when the glass is positioned straight up and down, by the time the beer gets up to the bottom of the harp, you need to stop. Yes, I said stop pouring. You really got to stop pouring when the beer reaches the bottom of the harp. Why? Well, because you're not quite finished crafting the perfect pint of Guinness yet. Step number 4. Get your stopwatch out. You need to let the beer surge for half a second shy of a minute and a half. No, not a minute and a half a second shy of a minute and a half. This allows the beer to build its robust, creamy flavor. Then, for the 119.5 seconds, you get to watch the flavor build from the top down, literally the top down. The surge works its way from the top of the beer all the way down to the bottom of the glass. Pretty cool, right? No other beer does that. The pint glass on the far left on this slide is just freshly poured. The pint glass on the far right is ready to proceed to step number 5. Step number 5, we're almost done. Step number 5 is topping off your pint of Guinness. Very important. You must not pull the tap handle forward towards you, but instead you must push it backwards or away from you. Why? Because when you push it backwards, it comes out slower and there's less gas in it than when you pull it forward. So pushing it backwards will lend you to having a better, perfectly poured pint of Guinness. Step number 6, we've made it. Step number 6. The 6th step is serving that Guinness. You are to serve that Guinness with a steady hand, making sure not to spill, looking your friend directly in the eye, and handing it over to them with the label facing forward. Wait! Wait, 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 wait. I know I said there were 6 steps, and there are, but there's more. The 7th step is probably the most important, but the least talked about. Without this step, the 6 steps before it were merely a waste of time and talent. The 7th mystery step is drinking a Guinness, of course. Just as you cannot pour Guinness the same way you would as any other beer, you also cannot drink Guinness the same way you would as any other beer. They don't look, excuse me, doesn't this couple just look like they're drinking a beer, having a good time? They are completely doing it wrong. That is not what they're supposed to be doing. That is not how you drink a Guinness. You need to drink a Guinness like you need to drink a Guinness. So, what's this lady doing differently? You must, and I repeat, must keep your elbow up. This is the most crucial part of tasting the fruits of your labor. The second is making sure you get the foam and the liquid in your first gulp. Ultimately, this should be the end of all your hard work. You could consider it the 8th step in perfectly pouring and drinking Guinness straight from tap. And there you have it, the 6 steps to pouring the perfect pint of Guinness, and the 7th and 8th step, which are rarely talked about. Enjoy!